Well, the Gunflint Trail Volunteer Fire Department hosted an update for Cook County residents today. Evacuation areas have not changed much. The end of the Gunflint Trail remains in set mode, meaning people there should be ready to go at a moment's notice. The mid-trail and several areas south of the BWCA are in the ready mode. A fire operations manager explained that they're trying to keep the fire away from populated areas.
What we're working on right now is making sure that the fire doesn't progress east anymore towards the Gunflint Trail, and then secondarily that it doesn't progress any further to the south.
Today, the Cook County Board also declared an emergency, potentially giving them the chance to recover costs from FEMA.